Hey Saber fans, this is Adam from Blue Force Sabers. Welcome back. So I have another custom saber here I just finished. So this was originally a SaberForge Archon. I purchased this one a while back to do some modifications to it and finally got around to finishing it up. So this is what I came up with. As you know, here at Blue Force Sabers like to take sabers from other companies and also make custom sabers myself. Completely customize them, make a story with them, and actually make them unique, and so it's not just your standard saber that you just buy from a company. I really like the design of this, but I wanted to modify it from the original Archon, and I'll go over a couple of those modifications. The biggest one is obviously the paint scheme that I did with this one, and of course the guts on the inside is all redone. You have a custom kill key and everything here too. Inside is a Verso board. Now I wanted to go with the Verso because it's a really straightforward board. I like it. It's definitely a board you can just pick up and start playing with. You don't have to mess with a whole bunch of different sound fonts, but if you want to change them out, it's super easy to do. There will be firmware updates coming in the future, and those are really easy to do as well. So I wanted to incorporate the Verso in this because I think it's a solid board. It has a really cool smooth swing. And like I say, you get the full RGB with it, and it's just that straightforward, fun board. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just pick up that saber, have fun, and go with it. So with the Archon, if you're not familiar with it, it actually has this piece, and you can see it up there in the photo. But it has this piece that sticks out over top. Wasn't a huge fan of that one, so I actually hacked that one off, sanded this down, and rounded it out because I like the way this inner aluminum base was sticking out, so I wanted to almost highlight that a little bit more than with this this flare that kind of came out in the top. Actually, I thought it looked a little odd, so took that off and sanded it down. So with the paint on this, I wanted to do this heated up metal look. So as you can see here, it has the gold to transition to the purple to the blue, and then some weathering on the top there. So I also wanted to do a blue. So I did this overall. I spray painted it down. I sand it. So I do this cool weathering effect with it. It's painted in a black and then gold. But this is a two-tone one, and I wanted to do this two-tone up top. So I wanted to incorporate the blue, as you can see. So it has a cool transition from this blue, and then it fades into this gold and bronze. So there's a whole bunch of just this small detailing I did. It took some time on this one. Did a lot of sanding around the corners and stuff, so you can see how it comes out in the corners. So you just got all this little detailing. Threw some Dremel work in there. That's the retention screw for the blade. Retention screw for the LED, so it's all locked in place as usual. And then I even painted the retention screw for the LED in there. So you have some more Dremel work here. So I did this line. I wanted to find this damage that went down and followed a path down the saber, so you just don't have damage all over the place. It actually does have a path that follows. Like if a lightsaber came down and sliced, it hit the side and kind of just redirected down. Maybe you were holding it and it missed the hand. So it does have kind of a story pattern to it. So I didn't go too crazy with the Dremel work, but I definitely wanted to just have these little nicks and stuff. Dips down into this underlayer too. Weathered this this box up here. As you can see, there's a little bit of silver, bronze, gold in there, and then of course the blue. Down to the switch, you have a black 12mm switch, blue kill key that's also weathered, recharge port. Go down to a little more of the weathering here. You can see it's all in these grooves here too. Really love the way the weathering came out on this one. Did something a little bit different. Did like these cross, almost like scratch marks here. retention screw for the chassis. And you can see the silver here and stuff too. Dry brushed on, all clear coated. The covertec wheel also in a blue and gold, also weathered. The screw that holds it in there. Then down to the pommel. So I wanted to make the blue from the emitter match with the pommel as well. Get this to focus here. There you go. So you can see the weathering there, and you have a little bit of bronze and the gold too. So like I said, so inside is a Verso soundboard with an 18650 battery, 28mm bass speaker, and then of course you have access to the Verso board as well, so if you want to switch out the sound fonts. But I loaded up a Unstable, I think it's pronounced, by a Covertec font. I thought it was pretty fitting for this one. Has this cool electricity sound to it. Of course, you get all the colors with it. I double press. And those you can customize as well if you like to. I just leave it at the standard colors. I think they're kind of perfect already, so. Really cool sound font. So like that unstable electric sound to it. Thought it was pretty fitting with the Saber. There's a couple different variations of boot up sounds. I think there's 6 on this one. Just slightly different pitches. So there you go. That is a custom Archon. That is not even an Archon anymore, but I think it came out awesome. Hope you liked it. As always, subscribe, come back. Always got new and interesting sabers coming along. And so there's Kill Key in here. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. And as always, take care and God bless.